Yep. Oh, I better take your card. Castle and
Community hour again.
it isn't something that you can come and meet with them. Would you meet with them or your team? It's a phone. So I'll just say that she'll talk to you about all that. So just be careful coming up here because the camera's going to be on you. So this mic, yep, and this mic is live. Good morning, everybody. It's so good to see everybody this morning. Did you like the cooler temperatures this morning? Yes, when I was out early this morning at about 4:30 walking the new puppy, I thought, oh, this is good temperature. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here today, and we have a very nice program for you, and we are videotaping this, so it will go up on our website, YouTube, and Facebook, so that our friends who are not here with us right now can see the services that my friend Karen over here is going to talk about. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce Karen Castle from Mid-Florida Community Action. They are just down the road here on Kennedy Boulevard, if you know where that is, over off of, I think it's Martin Luther King, right? Jefferson, sorry. And she's going to tell you about all the programs and services that they offer, and she'll also tell you how to get connected with those programs and services. Okay, so without further ado, this is Karen Castle.
Good morning. I don't know about you all, but it's early for me. Yeah. But I'm sure you guys got your sugar and your coffee, so you're ready to rock and roll, I'm sure. Thank you so much for having me. I love this community. I've done a couple events at the church, and wonderful bunch of people. So maybe we can help some folks out that need it. Mid-Florida is about 53 years old. We've been around a long time. And we're in 7 counties doing various services in those counties. Mid-Florida wears a lot of hats. We do a lot of things. We have the Head Start program for the We do weatherization, which is helping with weather stripping, buying new fridges, that kind of thing. And that's all ages. We also have the Children's Advocacy Center, which works with the kids. But today, we're going to concentrate on seniors, which when I first started doing this, I wasn't one, but now I am one, so it's even more fun. Folks 60 and over. So we're going to concentrate on them, even though Mid-Florida does a lot of different things. Also, we help with electric bills, water bills, that type of thing too. Probably our biggest program for the seniors is the Home Delivered Meals program. And it's like Meals on Wheels, but a little bit different. We don't call ourselves that. We actually will deliver the frozen meals to the home, and then they can be heated up. In order to qualify for that, you don't have to be housebound, but you do need to have some issues or not a great support system, whatever the case may be, to qualify. The service is a system. So the higher you score, the higher up you go on the list, and we do have a waiting list, unfortunately. It's kind of the bane of nonprofit existence. We always have a waiting list, never enough funding, but we're working on it. So then we also have meal sites. Folks 60 and over can go get a free hot meal and socialize and play some games. We have one at Jerome Brown, which is adjacent to Tom Varn Park, not too far from here. Then we have one on 41 at Holy Trinity Church. That's just down the road, pretty close. And then we have one on Cass Circle in Spring Hill. That's at the Lutheran Church. For the meal site, you just have to be 60 and over. We don't really concern ourselves about medical issues, or we never ask about income, because the meals are totally free, whether they're delivered or you go to a meal site, either one. Again, No qualification there, but for the home delivered meals, it is based on that point system. We also do case management. We subcontract with home health agencies in the area, and we provide helping with dressing, bathing, brushing teeth, combing hair, that kind of thing. Again, based on a point system. We also do homemaker services, light housekeeping. We'll come scrub the kitchen floor, do your laundry, all the things that we hate to do anyway. And again, on a point system. Now those services are based on income, and it's a formula that's, 120% of whatever. So it'll be a small copay, unless you're a gazillionaire, which I'm sure not, but maybe somebody is. So that is based on income. We also do respite stays for caregivers. We can give that caregiver a chance to get out, because that's a really tough job, taking care of people. In Hernando, we're kind of blessed because in conjunction with the home delivered meals, we do pets on wheels. So we'll feed kitties and doggies. I think we used to have a ferret. I don't know if we got the ferret anymore. So we can help with the pets too, because pets are important, I think. That's kind of us in a nutshell. It's not rocket science, but we'd like to be able to help anybody that we can. Does anybody have any questions?
What if we know somebody who needs the help and a little bit stubborn about trying to get it?
I wish I had $1 for every time I heard that. I know, it's the toughest thing. I have so many people say, whether it's a spouse or a neighbor, oh, I told them, and they don't hear. I know, it's tough. It's tough. What I usually tell folks is take a brochure or take the information and just say, I was talking to this lady, or this lady gave a presentation, and just information for you. Sometimes it takes a little time to just kind of percolate a little bit, but hopefully, folks will kind of think about the situation.
How long is the waiting list usually for the meeting?
I wish I could give you a time, and I don't want to say, because by the time I say, it'll be totally wrong. It's fluid. People come and go and get off it and back on it and that type of thing. But I just want you to know, because folks will say to me, well, I'm having surgery or whatever the case may be, and it's not an immediate fix for the most part. So just give us a call. The number, I know you guys don't have the brochures. Oh, Deb does. Give that number a call, that 800 number, the senior hotline.
Okay.
Get in the system at least, and we can do a phone evaluation and at least see where you're going to score. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how do we get rated? I mean, we said we need extra point system. I have called 2 or 3 times. No one has given me any questions to say. That when they should tell them, this guy's 10 points, this guy needs 5 points. How do we get rated?
What we'll do when we get that referral from Elder Options, which is our financial umbrella, we will call and do a phone assessment, and we'll see where you score. And the higher you score, the higher up on the list you go. So probably we haven't had either, I don't know when you called, either had a chance to call yet, or maybe the funds, again, sometimes the funds are in flux.
Don't know the number.
I can't give you an absolute time frame.
Number to call.
Oh, yes, this, yeah. It's on the flyers too, yeah. Yeah, but do call as soon as you can, so we can get that phone eval done and get you right.
I have called.
Okay, good. Yes, ma'am.
There used to be a meal site out at where the hospital is Bavaria now, at the Enrichment Center. I was there for taking the car safety, and they were having it there. They don't have, that's not one of yours anymore.
At Brooksville Hospital?
The one, it's Bavaria now, I guess.
Yeah. We used to have that site, and then whatever happened, and then it was taken over by the hospital itself, but I believe it closed back down with the hospital. I think it did.
I was just wondering what happened, okay.
Yeah.
Could you explain to us a little bit about the respite care, how it works, and is it based upon income?
Absolutely. Yes, it is based on income. The only programs that are free are the nutrition programs or the home delivered meals, or if you go into a meal site. It's really kind of the same drill. If you call Elder Options at 800 number, then we will do a phone assessment. We get all the information, find out what's going on, and then depending on where you score. And it's, depending on the need, it's a couple days a week. It's not a 24/7 thing, but it'll be a couple days a week, a few hours, just, to give them a chance to get out and recharge and get things done that they need to get done. Yeah. Does that answer it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow, I must be good. That's all the questions? Woo. I'm good today. Yes, ma'am.
This address, I'm not familiar, is this right off of Martin Luther King?
It's off of Jefferson, but it's not too far from where MLK comes into Jefferson. Do you know where Emerson is? Ellie is? Okay.
Oh, I've been, okay, that's the one I've been to.
It's right across from the bowling alley.
Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy.
My father's been on the list for over a year.
Yeah.
I have not heard anything back.
What I tell folks, obviously, if anything changes, call us and get things updated, but you can call anytime and find out what's going on. Like where he is in the system, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. I know, I wish we had unlimited funds.
The emergency alert button, what is that?
If the client is on Homemaker Services, case management, we can provide that alert button. It's not just like for everybody, but yeah, if they're on service, we can provide it for them. Yes, ma'am.
Another question. You covered the inside, like cleaning, helping to clean the house. Anything outside do they do?
What I would suggest, I've always got my antennas up for services and people helping out. Call that senior services number, which is a 796-1426. And Chris or Mackenzie will be there, answer, and I give them information all the time about that type of thing, and maybe she'll have something on the list. But I know that's a toughie, and I hear that a lot, getting outside doing stuff, yeah. Yeah, I encourage you guys for really anything. We've got a booklet this big with resources. So even though we may not provide it, we might know somebody that does. We can help out. No other questions? Well, I'm not going to sing and dance today. I won't subject you to that. So, yeah. Hey, nothing else? Yes, ma'am.
I have a sister in Martin County, which would not be part of your, who could I contact down there to get started for some services?
Obviously, we're not in Martin, but every county, I think I can say with pretty much certainty, they're going to provide these services. Now, who is administering them could be the county, could be a nonprofit like us, could be the city. So just use your search engine. Are you on the internet? Okay. Use your search engine and put in there senior services. If you're interested in the meals, though, don't put in home delivered meals because we're going to get Grubhub and DoorDash and all of those. Yeah, just do the senior services. Yeah. Somebody's providing the services, I'll guarantee it.
Just a question about respite care. I'm not ready for it yet, thank the good Lord, but I know some friends who are. And you mentioned that it is based on income. Could you enlarge a little bit on that? Even if you have a fair income, you still need respite care. And those poor caregivers, I just feel so much for them.
I know I do too. It's really a tough job. That program is based on income. Excuse me. The formula is 120% of poverty level, yada yada. I can't explain it to you. But it is based on income. So unless, like I said, you're a gazillionaire, it'll be a small copay a month. It's usually not very hefty. Okay.
You don't have a price list or anything?
No, because it's based on income, so it's going to be fluid as to each client what is charged.
But even if you have a fair income, a little bit more than your Social Security, respite is still very, very important. And I see so many caregivers who really desperately need a break. And I'm assuming that the people you send out are trained, and they, even if, you're not wealthy, you want the kind of care, that you would expect.
Absolutely.
And even if you have to pay, are they available?
Again, probably a waiting list for the respite program as well, and I want to tell you guys that, even though it's a downer. But I don't want you to think that you can call and just get in right away. There will be a waiting period, whatever the case may be, usually. We subcontract with local home health agencies. They are all level 2 background check. That's fingerprinting, just like everybody at Mid-Florida is. I have been fingerprinted, everybody has. So they're licensed and bonded. So there's that level of security there. Yeah.
Several years ago, I used the Catholic services for Alzheimer's dementia care, and it was once a week, and it was like from 10 to 4 or whatever. You took the patient there, and it was wonderful. We called it his club, and it really was wonderful. Are they still doing that?
That's Catholic Charities. It's over off of Forest Oaks or in that area. As far as I know, they're still doing adult daycare. Yes, ma'am. As far as I know. There's so many resources in this county and people just don't understand it. Catholic Charities is one biggie. United Way, which is one of our funders, a lot of resources there too. There's also a phone number, 211, you can call. And they're going to give you a whole list of services in the area, just depending on what you need. But you're always welcome to call Mid-Florida, and Chris can thumb through that resource list and hopefully get you some help.
What's the difference between the elder hotline number and the number that ends in 1426?
The Elder Hotline is up in Tallahassee. That's Elder Options. They're our financial umbrella. So when somebody calls them, they log that and what services that person's interested in, then they'll give us a call and make the referral, and then we can do our phone assessment and proceed with the process. The 1726 number is right into our offices on Kennedy. That's senior services.
So do you suggest using the elder hotline first and then down to 1426?
If you have any questions, you can call the 26 number and ask. But if you want to actually get on service other than to go into a meal site, yeah, Elder Options is your quickest bet. But you're welcome to call the 26 number anytime if you got questions. Anybody else? Okay. Well, please don't hesitate to call us, even if you just got questions, you're not sure about something, because we're also a resource in the community as well. But hopefully we can help folks out. Okay. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Then you can see me, what was it, how was that different?